This evening on ENN Tonight.
A new year brings North Carolinians some unexpected weather.
This January marks the 18th year of an educational Elon tradition.
And a malfunction that left one student in the face of danger.
Those stories and more.
ENN Tonight
starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us for ENN Tonight. I'm Abby Gravely.
And I'm Abigail Hines.
The Supreme Court is set to invoke a nationwide ban on the popular app TikTok, which has recently been of privacy concerns. A Beijing-based company, ByteDance, owns TikTok, and the Supreme Court has said that if the app's U.S. operations aren't sold by January 19th, it will be banned. TikTok has reportedly over 170 million American users, including many Elon students. Let's see what they have to say about this change.
Oh my god, this one's about the ban. About what? The ban.
Do care. I feel like it is very reminiscent of like 1984, and when they're banning books, they're banning apps, they're banning our freedom of speech. I don't think it's fair.
I'm kind of excited about it because I need some time off TikTok. You get trapped on there for hours, and probably be good for some mental health and stuff like that.
I do have TikTok, and I enjoy scrolling. I enjoy sending videos to my friends. Feels like a big community, and kind of sucks that it's going to go.
They show what you were thinking of, and I feel like I use TikTok as a search browser more than Google at times because they really are good at showing you the videos that you are expecting to see.
Oh, I don't think the Chinese want my information. I don't think they care. Yeah, I like enjoy it for downtime, so I don't really think about like bigger issues like that. I spend hours on TikTok. I don't really know what I do with my day.
The ban will remove TikTok from the App Store, but whether or not it will be deleted from devices where it's already been downloaded remains unclear. Either way, the app will be more difficult to access starting on Sunday.
The deadly Los Angeles wildfires left a count of at least 24 people dead. 2 major blazes continue to burn across the California city. American Red Cross volunteers from North Carolina are heading west to help, as thousands of people have been displaced. The North Carolina Forest Service reported over 5,000 wildfires in 2023. This number has slightly increased compared to previous years, but North Carolina remains between 4,000 to 5,000 wildfires per year. Wildfires are common in rural areas of North Carolina, with spring and fall being the seasons most prone for fires. From a study done in 2023, North Carolina came in third for most wildfires by state, California taking that #1 spot. And in case of a wildfire, you can prepare by building an emergency kit and getting in contact with family members to create a plan.
And now, a look into some shocking weather that we've had. Our Parker Forgash is right outside to give us more on what to expect when it comes to the southern snow.
Thanks, Abby. Here under the oaks, you can see there is still some snow on the ground from this week's winter storm. However, as you can see behind me, a lot of it has melted away. On Friday, afternoon classes ended early and offices closed at 3 p.m. due to a winter storm warning. On Saturday, almost 2 inches of snow fell, with upwards of 3 inches of snow falling this weekend in Alamance County alone. Elon snowplows were out in full force Friday night into Saturday morning, clearing the paths and salting the roads to ensure people could walk and drive safely. This winter storm brought more sleet, which are ice pellets that bounce when they hit the ground. Also, tons of ice and freezing rain, which forms a smooth layer of ice on the surfaces than predicted. On a more dangerous note, both ice and freezing rain create patches of black ice on the roads. Black ice can be hard to see, especially at night, putting drivers at risk. With warmer temperatures today of 50 degrees, a lot of the snow on the streets have melted, but definitely stay alert and cautious when walking or driving around Alamance County over the coming days. Stay safe and warm out there. I'll be back soon for your Phoenix 5-day forecast. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks for that update, Parker. Alamance County has been experiencing a cold front in recent weeks, even seeing snow for the first time in 3 years. ENN's Alice Morrissey has more about this winter wonderland we've been seeing.
Snow fell on Elon's campus for the first time since January 2022, exciting both local and out-of-state students. For some students, like freshman Marissa Bishop, this storm was their first snowy day experience.
Seeing all the snowfall and the white was just so magical and thrilling, and it just felt like I was in a whole new place.
With the anticipation of class delays and more snow to come, students headed outside to enjoy the winter weather, spreading a feeling of joy throughout campus.
It just felt really cohesive and homely in a way that I didn't expect it to.
With an estimated 2 inches of snow falling across Alamance County in the last few days, it's clear winter's here to stay. Alice Morrissey, ENN Tonight.
As classes head back to normal scheduling this week, we hope you stay warm.
After the break, Elon announces a new Associate Vice President for Human Resources.
And coming up, students find a creative way to share their passions this winter term.
I don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
You gotta stop with that depression stuff. That's what white people think. You alright?
It just feels like it's coming from everywhere.
Do you want to talk about it?
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad.
Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
Whether it's our stories, the warmth of our laugh, or our family's secret sauce, we all bring something different to the table. So make some space. The power of connection is waiting right outside your comfort zone. Learn how you can help strengthen your community at belongingbeginswithus.org/teamup.
There's only one thing that will save somebody's life, and that is naloxone nasal spray. Get 911 on the phone, get the emergency responses there on their way.
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving.
I definitely can't drive.
Okay.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
Hate is loud, but love is the majority.
While most students are focused on taking class during J-term, some students are teaching courses. I spoke with 2 students about what they have planned for their courses this month. Elon University's Burst the Bubble courses allow students to teach their own class once a week throughout the J-term semester. Students are able to take their own interest and share them with their peers. Freshman Nat Lynch designed her course around her passion for creative writing.
I'm really excited to be able to be an inspiration or be able to be the one to be like, hey, you can write your story however you want. You don't have to follow the rules that your professors may lay out for you. You can do it in your own way or whatever way feels right to you.
Junior Anaya Hogan will be teaching her students about the history and culture of majorette dance. Hogan says the opportunity to teach a course of her own was something she was excited to take advantage of.
I just want to take every opportunity that this school has to bring, even though it's so much. I just really want to reach out there and network and really make my connections here while I'm here.
Both Hogan and Lynch use their interest as a way to express themselves and hope to inspire others to do the same.
It not only lets me express myself, it also allows me to be true to who I am. So like performance-wise, I get to kind of put my spin on Majorette while also increasing my level in other styles. I'll do it all at the same time, so it's all about expression and also learning as well.
I think that's just the beauty of art and creative writing. You can do it however you want, just it's a way to express yourself without the rules of society kind of crushing in.
Abigail, Hines, ENN Tonight.
With the presidential inauguration coming up in just 7 days, let's take a look at what to expect from next week's transfer of power. This time last week, Congress, overseen by Vice President Kamala Harris, officially certified the results of November's election. This means that Donald Trump, seen here behind me speaking to Congress just 2 days after his victory was certified, will be taking the oath of office on Monday, January 20th, to become the nation's 47th president. Last week's certification marked the first election cycle since January 6, 2021, when a mob of Trump supporters attacked law enforcement and broke into Washington, D.C.'s Capitol building in an attempt to stop the certification of current President Joe Biden's win. The inauguration will take place outside the Capitol building. American and international politicians are expected to be in attendance, including current President Joe Biden, who said in a recent Washington Post interview that he is, quote, determined to do everything I can to respect the peaceful transfer of power and restore the traditions we have long respected in America. This comes after Donald Trump did not attend Biden's inauguration in 2021, the first president to do so in 150 years. At the event, Vice President-elect J.D. Vance will take the oath of office that has been used by vice presidents, senators, representatives, and other federal officials since 1884. Trump will take the presidential oath of office, seen here behind me, which is spelled out in Article 2, Section 1 of the Constitution as, quote, I do solemnly swear that I will faithfully execute the office of the President of the United States and will do my best, do to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. Trump is then expected to make his inaugural address. Throughout the ceremony, American flags will be flying at half-staff to honor former President Jimmy Carter, who passed away on December 29th, and whose funeral took place on Thursday. ENN will be following the inaugural proceedings throughout the week, so make sure to check out elonnewsnetwork.com for the latest.
Elon University is welcoming a new sorority to campus, Alpha Epsilon Phi, or AE Phi. The sorority will join the 9 others already in Elon's Loy neighborhood. The historically Jewish sorority is open to all women and will be holding recruitment events after Elon's formal recruitment ends. AE Phi will make an appearance day 1 of Rush for philanthropy round of formal recruitment. This year's formal recruitment begins on January 25th and goes until the 29th. In an email released to some potential new members by Elon AE Phi, it said they will have recruitment events from February 3rd through the 6th. Their recruitment will include information sessions and interview, with bid day being on the last day of recruitment. Elon University is welcoming a new Associate Vice President for Human Resources and Chief Human Resources Officer, former Assistant Vice President for Faculty and Staff at Wake Forest University, Melissa Clodfelter. Clodfelter will begin her position at Elon in February and will provide oversight for all operations within the Office of Human Resources. Clodfelter has a unique background from Wake Forest to hospice chaplaincy. She has been hired to provide guidance for employee relation issues and ensure compliance with Title IX regulations. Along with Clodfelter's other responsibilities, she will assume a role on the university's senior staff starting in August of 2025.
Coming up, North Carolina's Haw River finds more than just fish in its waters.
And after that, Elon's sustainable efforts cost more than you realize.
Even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way. My kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Even more than I wanted a gold medal, I wanted a heart of gold, like the mentors who were my balance beams refusing to let me down, and the coaches who spoke out to anything out of bounds, heroes who never stood on podiums, but stood up for me. Every shot I made, give the assist to those who since my youth were referees, ready to blow the whistle and end abuse.
I rescued Toast from a shelter in 2011. I love Toast because she's a lazy diva. Toast does whatever she wants, obviously. She's sleeping right now. She's an epic snuggler. She's so comforting. She's so loving. Toast makes me laugh. When I walked into the shelter, I knew right then that she was special.
Kudos, Carl. You've always had a need for speed. Racing anything with wheels, speed reading novels in record time, yelling out 3, 2, 1 at every traffic light. But this time, you've taken your power obsession to the next level. By purchasing this electric vehicle, you've given yourself instant torque that blows your old launch times away, which will keep you saying, "Woo-wee," every time you punch the pedal. Good for your adrenaline, great for the planet. That's the power of EV.
Just down the road, North Carolina's Haw River has historically been known for its pollution. ENN's Kathan Gandhi took a deep dive into how this is affecting our community and what we can expect in the future.
So right now, I'm at the Haw River. It's one of the more prominent rivers in North Carolina. It's also the main watershed of the Piedmont region within the state, but it also provides drinking water to over 700,000 residents of NC. However, despite the fact of how crucial this river is, it's also in danger.
Unfortunately, it is downstream of a lot of pollution sources, Greensboro, Burlington, and even some tributaries that get polluted.
Since 2014, the Haw has been labeled as one of America's most endangered rivers. Scientists have been tracking certain chemicals being released into the river's waters, which could have negative health effects.
Some of the most common ones are increased cholesterol, kidney disease, thyroid disease, and they've also been shown to cause cancer in some cases.
The city of Greensboro was one of the biggest dischargers of these chemicals. They've been working to change that.
I feel like we've found our two main contributors of the compound, and those two contributors have actually discontinued, for the most part, discharging 1,4-dioxane.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we're excited. It's a 97% decrease. Yeah.
Although there are still many pollution sources impairing the Haw, like Burlington, the city of Greensboro sets a template for possible solutions. Kathan Gandhi, ENN Tonight.
Elon University is moving into becoming more sustainable as a campus and is seeing the expenses of this add up. ENN's Fiona McAllister looked into the numbers and how it's all adding up.
Elon University's steps to becoming more sustainable might be costing more than you realize.
I see it as an investment in a way. I mean, you invest in the things you care about, and the things you care about usually cost money. If we were going to put a monetary value on the planet, I think that's not possible.
Beginning work in 2023, Elon University's Loy Farm welcomed 6 new sustainable tiny homes this past fall. These homes are roughly 600 square feet and house just 2 students per building. Professor of Environmental Studies Robert Charret and his students built one of these tiny homes.
We were very careful, very
very diligent with the details. If you get a chance to go into that house, all of the floors are made with leftover tiles of wood that we made ourselves from the leftover beams.
Other sustainable aspects that Elon University promotes include the Loy Solar Farm next to the sustainable homes. But this field of panels isn't even owned by the university, and Elon receives absolutely none of this energy firsthand.
I think a lot of those eye-catching technologies are almost greenwashing in a sense, where it's making it seem like it's doing more than it is. And the true sustainable practices are what lies in our daily lives of just how we operate and how we consume resources.
The university announced its partnership with 8 other colleges to invest in the construction of a large-scale solar facility in Kentucky.
I do think it's a step in the right direction on a global scale, even if it's not affecting us as a campus.
And Elon, along with these other universities, aren't receiving any of the energy absorbed by this farm in Kentucky.
It's disappointing to hear about, for sure. I think in our current situation, we should prioritize our campus and see what we can do for our own students.
And by the next academic year, we can expect to see 6 more of these tiny sustainable homes coming to Loy Farms. Fiona McAllister, ENN Tonight. For more of a deeper dive into this story, you can visit our website at elonnewsnetwork.com.
After the break, just down the road, a popular coffee franchise opens after months of construction.
Perfectly imperfect. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed.
In 4 days. There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children. She didn't know what to do.
Did you have a good day at school?
She gave them some broth without any bread.
There you go.
And kissed them all soundly.
Night night. Good night.
And put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
Women are bad with money. That's what the world's been saying for centuries. But now we've got something to say.
Save it. It's time to save ourselves by saving our money.
Until we're no longer 80% more likely than men to live in poverty in retirement.
Save it. The falsehoods, the feelings of fault.
Then, the funds. Learn how to save for your retirement at wesaysaveit.org.
I've always been told I gotta be strong. Thick skin, tough as nails. But to be everything for everybody, it wears on you. Black don't crack, they say. But it can. We all can. Reach out to a friend if you see them going through it. No matter who you are, being vulnerable is what makes us whole. Learn how to help at seizetheawkward.org.
After 6 months of construction, the new Dunkin' on South Church Street is open. ENN's Olivia Berger was there to check out how the new coffee shop compared to the other Dunkin' right down the road.
A second Dunkin' is now open on South Church Street. This Dunkin' is over 1,000 square feet of space, making it another place for Elon students and residents to grab a drink and hang out.
I think that it will give students another shot of having a place to hang out, because I know the other one in Church Street is really crowded. So I feel like this space is more spaced out.
This Dunkin' is an alternative choice for more affordable coffee and drinks compared to the coffee shops right on campus.
Now that it is closer, it's still way cheaper, and so that makes it a better alternative if you want to save a couple of bucks.
Students are excited to see a new location only 7 minutes from campus.
Lots of people love Dunkin', so having one closer to campus just makes it more convenient.
Olivia Berger, ENN Tonight.
The new location offers a drive-through, mobile ordering, and indoor seating.
With the cold weather here, you might be catching a cold. Dean of Students Jana Lynn Patterson told ENN that with this cold and flu season coming up, Elon is in a good place right now when it comes to confirmed flu cases. She encourages students to get the flu vaccine and visit health services if they're feeling sick.
We also think that students and our faculty and staff as well, we want them to continue to be vigilant. There was an uptick in monitoring the state statistics a couple of weeks ago. That stabilized last week, but again, we look at students who are coming in and out, traveling in and out of study abroad.
And on another sick note, the norovirus is taking the world by storm. This virus comes with symptoms of nausea and vomiting. The CDC says the total number of outbreaks reported during 2024 to 2025 is above the range. And from August to December 2024, there were 495 outbreaks. This virus is highly contagious and can spread from touch. Patterson says that when it comes to the norovirus, Elon has not had any confirmed cases. This virus is making its way across the United States.
We haven't had any cases yet. We've had some stomach noro-like ill symptoms, but they've been tied to the flu. That can be a byproduct of a positive flu. So, but none that we would say were true norovirus. We certainly, our folks in facilities management continue to look at how and we can mitigate any cleaning and things like that.
As this virus is making its way across the United States, Patterson said that once it spreads quickly. And for a last look at our weather, we have Parker Forgash joining us again, but this time in studio for your Phoenix 5-day forecast. Parker, what's it looking like this week?
Welcome back. We've seen some freezing temperatures and snow around Elon, but we're in for a mostly sunny week with overall warmer temperatures. Now for your Phoenix 5-day forecast. Tonight we'll see a low of 22 degrees with clear conditions. Tomorrow and Wednesday will bring sunny skies with a high of 45 on Tuesday and 38 on Wednesday, while lows drop to 17 both days. Remember to wear your jackets. Thursday will reach a high of 45 under sunny conditions, and to start off the weekend, Friday will be another sunny day with a high of 51. However, there will be evening clouds and a chance of rain after 1 a.m. Saturday morning. Saturday will bring mostly cloudy skies and a chance of rain before 1 p.m. near 53. The chance of precipitation is 70%, with rainfall estimated to be near 1/4 inch. Dust this week will range from high to very high, so if you suffer from those allergies, make sure to take your meds and close your windows if it's windy. That's all I have for you. Now back to you at the desk.
Thanks for that update, Parker. It's good to hear that some nicer weather is heading our way.
In the last couple months of 2024, Jeep recalled over 150,000 vehicles due to internal battery failures. And one Elon student experienced those issues firsthand. After speaking with her, she told me how her engine failed and there was no saving her brand new car.
And I heard like that big bang, almost like a brick like shot into like my tire in between like the actual car and the tire. And it was just like a huge bang, and immediately, that's when everything on my dashboard started popping up.
When Elon Jr. Alexandra Harrington set off to pick up a friend from Raleigh-Durham Airport, she didn't expect to end up on the shoulder of I-40 with a back engine fire, which would total her 2024 Jeep Wrangler hybrid.
I've heard that Jeep Wranglers have like a tendency to flip, but I'd never really heard of anyone having a major like engine failure accident.
After the accident, Harrington's friends and family started sending her articles about Jeep Wranglers being recalled due to engine issues. But since her car's model was not included in the recall, she was unaware of those issues. Harrington says her car had been recently inspected just before the accident, and she's just glad that nobody got hurt. Well, that's all the news we have for you this evening, and ends our nope. But the news doesn't stop here.
Head over to our website, elonnewsnetwork.com, for stories, sports, and more.
And make sure to follow us on social media at Elon News Network.
Have a great night, Elon.